Gemini, what it do? My name is Patrick, and this is Porché Tarot. Welcome to my channel. Thanks for joining me here today. Today we're going to be doing a reading for the week of February 11th through the 17th. Thank you so much for joining. There will not be an extended this week. Thank you for those of you that have been purchasing the extendeds. I really appreciate it. However, I'm going to just not be doing that this week. I did open up some availability for personal readings, so that information is in the description box below. If you want a personal, I only opened up availability through February. So limited spots, book them while you can. I would also really appreciate that. Last thing, if you want information about any of the cards that I use or links to those decks, those are in the description box below as well. Those decks are actually right behind me, or their boxes rather. Let's get into it, Gemini. Underneath the deck, Justice. So Justice is coming in for a situation, maybe dealing with a Libra here, another air sign for you. You're showing up as heartbroken in this situation. So I don't know what necessarily happened here. In the recent past, I see you making plans. So maybe things didn't go as according to plan. Situation has to do with the Devil card, addictions, obsession, especially where it relates to love. I think something may have manifested that you weren't necessarily expecting and that you weren't aware of, right? We're never really quite aware of the devil because the devil shows up as the lovers. It's only over time that we see situations turn into the devil. But this entire situation has to do with that. This could also just mean that you have to watch your addictions, whatever you are addicted to, and it can be anything here. And what's right in front of you is the Nine of Cups, which is generally wishes fulfilled. But when I see this card with the devil, I just do think about drinking, or maybe somebody that drinks, or substances in general. So just be careful there. But I do see you showing up as heartbroken in this situation. And again, if this resonates, then this is for you. If not, then it probably isn't. So take that with a grain of salt and look at your other placements if this is not resonating. Motorcycles are so loud. So Capricorn energy here, also seeing Virgo energy. There's an opportunity here for you to take some time out for yourself. There's something to learn here. There's a lot to learn. And I think it has to do with your spirituality. I see it as something that has to do with whatever you're healing from. And again, there's some sense of heartbreak here that has happened for you. You're going to get justice for that situation. So I wouldn't be afraid of that unless you're the one that, not even in that situation, honestly. I was going to say unless you're the one that broke somebody's heart, but that also is not your responsibility. I would just say take this time and take the time that you need to heal your heart from whatever happened. And if this did have to do with some addiction, either you or another person or other persons or another situation, take this time to reflect on that. And if somebody needs help, get them the help that they need. The universe is working on, there's a sense of boredom that I'm getting in this situation. A lot of times boredom can lead us down different paths as we try to fill our heart space with things that aren't coming. Ultimately, there is an offer here. I think that you're just ignoring it, Gemini. Like, you don't want what you're being offered at the moment. Or maybe you're offering something to somebody else, but the universe is working on like clearing this situation up for you. You may be showing up as very like defensive here or guarded. It's like you're holding on to your passions and you don't want to let anyone in here in this situation. And I feel like people can tell. You may not even be receiving offers right now because people feel like you're unapproachable, is what I'm getting here, Gemini. Like very like standoffish in this energy. I don't see that lasting for very long for you. This could be what was going on. In the recent past, I see you making plans. So you may have been waiting for somebody, actually, is what I'm getting. Because I see that you're hoping that you can kind of turn your back on a situation that maybe hasn't manifested as quickly as you would have liked. I'm also getting in terms of timing that this, whatever has happened in the last like 9 days, or will happen within the next 9 days, is probably the time frame that we're talking about. So you made some plans and you're kind of regretting those plans, wanting to really step into yourself or taking the opportunity to step into yourself. The near future, I see the 9 of Pentacles here. So so I said this isn't going to last very long. I really see you really stepping into your personal abundance, feeling personally abundant. Again, I mean, all of these minor arcana cards are like very fleeting influences, but I do see you in the near future being like very happy with yourself and good within yourself. You're showing up as in this situation though as the 5 of Swords. So there was some conflict, or is some conflict, or maybe you're conflicted like within yourself regarding a person. If this person, I feel like somebody offered you something and you're afraid to take it because you're afraid to either get obsessed or addicted or something in regards to this situation. But I don't think you have to be conflicted here. There's a lot of energy of you just stepping into your own happiness here, which can bring in something new or can help. Like, I think we underestimate how much our own individual influence, particularly when we're in our 9 energy, affects other people. And you have 3 9s here. A lot of times in the tarot, people think the 10s are the completion, the end of the suit, but the 9s are really the end of the suit. Because in numerology, 9 is the end, and then 10 is 1 plus the God number, right? So I see a lot of endings here. I see you being like materially that cycle ending. I see the cycle of your passion ending. I see the cycle of love ending. What don't we have here? Your thoughts. And you're kind of stuck in this 5 of Swords conflict energy in terms of your thoughts here. Okay? Hopes and fears we talked about. I see this 3 of Wands here. So I feel like you're conflicted. Like you want to wait for something, but you're also wanting to turn your back on it. I think you're going to wait though. We have the 7 of Pentacles showing up in the outcome here. This is an energy of needing patience. You know, you plant the seed, you got to wait for it to grow. Not only do you have to wait for it to grow, you got to go back and water it. You got to go back and tend to it. You got to put fertilizer in, right? There's a lot of work that goes into making something grow. I feel like you've already made these plans. Something is trying to pull you away from the plans that you've already made. And it could be your own boredom here. Let's pull some energy from the Romance Angels deck just to get an idea of what may be going on. That was a clear jump out. First one of the day, actually. Getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. You or somebody else may be afraid. I feel like this situation is going so well. You may have revealed yourself to somebody in the past, and as you got to know someone else and as y'all got to know each other, it ended bad. or it ended in heartbreak. I don't feel like that's what's going to happen with this situation, because the more you hold yourself back, like I never really understand what the point of holding back is. I get not wanting to lose somebody. I totally get that and I understand. But, and maybe this is just me, but I tend to be the type of person that rips the Band-Aid off, because if a person doesn't want to be with me because of X, I'm not going to make it any better by not divulging that information sooner. You know what I mean? So maybe that's just me, but I feel like there's this energy of like being afraid to tell somebody something, or somebody being afraid to tell you something, which comes off as deceit. So let's get some advice for you from your higher self, Gemini. Advice for Gemini. A personal issue reaches resolution. So this has to do with something that you've probably been battling internally, or somebody else has been battling. This is Cancer energy, full moon in Cancer. It reaches resolution though. So whoever you're dealing with, both of you need to pull into your individual energy, because I think that is ultimately what needs to happen for this thing to move forward, in terms of completing your individual cycles so that you can start a new cycle together. It's going to take divulging that information though, and it's going to take time. Justice will be served here though. Okay, Gemini. As I mentioned, there will not be an extended. Again, thank you to those of you who have been purchasing the extended readings. I really appreciate it. There is a link in the description box below for personal readings. So those are there. Really appreciate y'all being here, Gemini. And with that, I will see you next time.